and welcome to another Mask Talk. I got the water going so I can wash my face before we put the mask on. And what I got today is stories that I wrote in high school. So these are different than the poems, right? The poems I wrote on my own. These were about, I had a class that I took, which I got 100 on. And, it has a bunch of different stories. These are pictures that represent the different stories. Some of them, the teacher was like, all right, I want you to make a story about this. Some of them I just made up. I had a lot of stories in here. I don't know how many we were supposed to have, but I have a lot. I don't even remember what most of these are. I know I have some, funny ones in here. I know I have some depressing ones in here. So I want to try to find some of the funny ones. I feel like the beginning is all love stories mostly, although this one's about a hitchhiker. Alright, let me wash my face and then we can read a story about a hitchhiker and then a story about elephants. Wash, 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 washy, wash, wash. Dry the face. And then put the clay mask on. Alright. I like the clay mask. It's nice. And it's pink. Which goes with my dress today. Maybe I subconsciously chose it because of that. I don't know. And it smells good. That's one of my favorite things about it. It smells real good. I don't know how to describe the smell really. It's sweet smell. I just directly put that on my glasses by accident. Alright, great. Gotta let that shit on the face for 10-ish minutes. Alright. This one's called Highway. The white thumb is sticking out again on the side of the highway. Again. The first time I saw the dreaded thumb, I wasn't quite sure what to expect. I learned a lesson, though. The first time I saw it, I was driving down the long road, the very road I'm on now. Being the nice, kind of hearted person I am, I pulled over for this mystery person. Want a lift? I offered. Yes, that's mighty kind of you. I said the short woman with long brown hair that went down to her butt. She wore pink cowboy boots and a cowgirl outfit. The lady sat down in the passenger seat. She chewed her gum like a cow. You could hear that chew a mile away clear. It must have been what I was hearing on my way here. Where are you heading? I asked the question carefully, as if expecting her to take out one of those old cowboy guns from the movies. She didn't, though. Instead, she took out a 9mm and put it to my head. The bank, she demanded. Okay, I said. No fear was in me because she reminded me of my ex-husband. He was always putting guns to my head, telling me to do this and that, until the day he wasn't too smart. Until the day he turned it on himself. But that was after he shot the cat. I guess he wanted to test it first. It wasn't too smart, though, because he died almost instantly and blood was everywhere. I had to walk a mile to the police station because I forgot where I parked my car. When I got home, I found my red Viper in the backyard. I wonder what they did with John's body. They said it'd be good for those science tests, but that's a little crap because John had plenty of health problems. His nose always hurt. I think it was because of that white pirate I saw him sniffing. That's why I wouldn't touch the stuff. I don't want my nose to hurt. All of my thinking. I became dangerously close to hitting in a blue SUV. The lady I was with told me I was a darn fool. Have you ever been in love, lady? I asked her. I'd really like to know. Yes, I have, and see, that's why I gotta rob this here bank, she said, pointing to the bank we just approached. How so? I began to question her. I could see nothing but darkness in those big brown eyes of hers. Her bottom plump lip trembled a little, showing a little sign of weakness. It was a soft spot. Well, you see, I'm in love with Bobby G. For the first time since she entered my car, her eyes glimmered, and her smile was bright. She was a pretty woman when she smiled, just gorgeous. Bobby G? I knew this man. He was in prison for about 5 years, but last night he somehow come to kill himself. These redneck prisons are easy to kill yourself in. In fact, that's how my second husband died. He had the plastic knife they give you to eat your prison food with. He broke in, tried cutting himself with it. He would have done it too, but that prison guard shot him on the head. Yes, the one and only, my sweetie, my love biscuit, my chocolate smooth. She paused to see the look on my childlike face, but there wasn't one. He's dead, honey. I tried to say all sincere-like, but it didn't seem too possible since I just didn't care. No, he ain't, she cried out loud, salty vessels released from her eyes. It just can't be. But it is, I told her in a mother-like tone. It's okay, hon. It happens. Her gun was now aimed towards her head. She was ready to shoot. I looked away because I wasn't fond of seeing blood splatter. I heard the loud noise of the gun and turned to see her dead in the passenger seat of my car. Wow, this sucks. What am I to do now? I opened the door on her side and kicked her out with my feet. Then I went back to the long road where I saw the other hitchhiker. What a death in that one. And I remember this so vividly. So this is the elephant. The big gray animal sat in front of my house. I thought it was a ding-dong ditcher when I'd first heard the doorbell ring at 4:30 in the morning, but no. Instead, an ugly elephant sat in my front of my door. That wasn't even the weird part. It had a suitcase, too. What kind of elephant shows up at your door with a suitcase? As insane as this may be, I knew I was not dreaming because I smacked myself so hard that I left a red mark. On the outside of the suitcase was a sign. It read, "Open me." Well, in that case, I thought, I grabbed the suitcase. I just couldn't resist that sign. The suitcase was brown and made of leather. It felt so smooth at his baby's bottom. One golden latch unlocked and then the next. I was excited to see what the elephant had brought me. Still, I opened it ever so slowly as to create a dramatic effect like in the movies. As soon as the case opened, I saw the $100 bills side by side. Money! Real money, not that fake shit you get in Monopoly. There was also a folded up piece of paper. I unfolded the piece of paper so quickly that the elephant turned its head in wonder. This elephant will explode in 10 seconds. I stared at the large animal. That's a little impossible, isn't it? But then the elephant's ear twitched and dived for my hot pink sofa. Flipping it overhead, I then counted. This might die. I'm sorry if this dies in the middle of the story. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 5 Mississippi, 6 Mississippi, 7 Mississippi,